Hey guys, what's going on? Roger here with you. SNK All-Star video. Let's do this quick. Orochi Chris. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about Orochi Chris. So his draw is out right now, and I gotta be honest, I don't like these draws. I do not like these chest draws whatsoever. Um, as you go, you get Yashiro shards. At the end, you can get an emblem. There's no weapon available. That is the main thing that bothers me. Is the first time we're going to see the weapon available is probably in a month, and you're going to have to draw 240 times for him to get the weapon if history proves correct. And going in on a draw like this just to get Orochi Chris early, and then trying to place for points, and then still having to draw 240 times for a weapon. I'm going to be avoiding these types of draws like the plague. But anyways, let's talk about his special moves. He attacks a row of enemies with his ultimate. He deals 20% additional damage to enemies that are burning, so he seems like he fits on a burn team. But then at the same time, you know, it combines with Soul of Bear, and Curse of Divine Blood, which is like Orochi's thing, right? So this is kind of like a burning bear Orochi type of thing going on with him. But anyways, he will apply burning to targets, and it reduces their defense by 10% for two of your combos, right? Has a high chance for enemies with Curse of Divine Blood, Stun, Paralyze, and Burning to spread these debuffs to enemies behind them with double the effect. And he also has a high chance to gain Revive. Odds are doubled if there are more than 3 of your fighters are Bear Soul, right? So you want to have Curse of Divine Blood, Stun, Paralyze, Burning, and he can pass those onto the back row and will double the effect. It's pretty good, but at the same time, when I look at his 3-move card, he attacks a row of enemies just like his ultimate, which is great for a 3-card, increasing the attack of allies within the same row as him by 5%, and has a high chance to add 1 stack of Curse of Divine Blood on the target, and also has a high chance of adding 1 stack of Burning. But for each enemy bearing Curse of Divine Blood, the damage of this skill is increased by 10%. 10% per stack. So I mean, if you've got an Orochi and he is doing his ultimate. Oh man, that's an annoying. Okay, stop screaming. If Orochi's there, and he's putting out the Curse of Divine Blood along with Orochi Chris, and I think there's a couple other characters that can put it out, that move can get like really, really powerful. You know what I mean? That's about it. I mean, his 2-card, will add a stack of Curse of Divine Blood, so he has a lot of debuffs. He really likes putting out that Curse of Divine Blood and Burning. So he's kind of like a burning Orochi team character, but he focuses on the bear team. You can't actually scroll through this because you click on it and then you can't keep it up, and it's gonna talk about after the weapon. I can't get down to it, so but it doesn't matter because we can't get his weapon anyways. He seems like an okay fighter, but I don't like it, in all honesty. You know what I mean? After battle begins, his inverse Flame Fighter Soul, he decreases the defense of enemy fighters in the front row by 10% and increases ally Bear Soul fighters' attack by 20% for 60 seconds. So that's actually really good for a bear team, I don't really care much for his token, but what's it do? Affect accuracy of all ally attack fighters' special moves by 20%. So affect accuracy by 20% for attack fighters and make them ignore up to 10% of target's defense. Like, it's a good token, but I wouldn't be pulling him just to get a token. He seems like, it seems like, the bear soul formation, or just formations in general using souls, are going to become a thing upcoming. You know, we need to see the statue hall level 2 to see what those bonuses are, but here, you know, in his own move, with his revive, odds are doubled if there are more than 3 of your fighters with Soul of Bear. So you need 4 Bear Soul fighters, pretty much, to double his revive chance, which, you know, you want this guy reviving if you have him, but overall, he just, you know, he's gonna combo with Burning Team or Orochi Team, or a Burning Orochi Team, and really right now the Burning Team doesn't really have a lot of fighters in it that really matter, you know. I think it's in the, yeah, in the collection book, in your, you know, files, yeah. You know, these are the fire team right now, and so you can add Orochi Chris to that sort of a thing, but he's going to be down in Power of Orochi. You know, that's where he's going to be. So the two teams don't really overlap all that well, you know, but you know, I don't even really like Orochi as a fighter all that much. He's probably one of the worst SSRs right now. I'm sure he gets better with his UR upgrade, but that's a long way off. So the team combination for him isn't really there all that well. I mean, you could make him good, but the thing that made Orochi Chris good in Ultimate Match Online, you know, was he did a whole lot of damage. He had soul burning to reduce rage. Doesn't seem like that's a thing in this game, but the thing is, he was a lower tiered fighter. He was an API 13, which is on par with like an SR plus. But being an SSR and requiring all the materials that he's going to require, I feel that he's a very, very skippable boss. Not somebody that you need on your team unless you really, really like the Orochi fighters. Then yeah, go for it. But again, even on these types of draws, I do not suggest these types of draws with the type of events we've seen. So consider this my warning. You know, probably a huge waste of your diamonds, and you can get a lot more bang for your buck in different events in the future, especially events where you can gain the fighter and their weapon. You know, because there's a minimum point ranking on all of this. I don't know where it is. Yeah, you have to, at minimum, for first place, go up to 2,200 points, and you get 100 points for every 21,600 you spend, so you're looking at a bare minimum of like 45,000 diamonds to get first place here. You know, and that's if nobody fights you, but that's 45,000 diamonds, and that translates into, yeah, for the 240 pulls, if you get the fighter and the weapon and the tome and the book, like we just seen for a couple of fighters, you know, if you wait, you will get a much better deal. This to me is not worth it whatsoever, so sorry if that's disappointing to you guys, but that's my take on it. Have a good one. Peace.